Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Eva and we are zoomed in frightfully close today because we are going to be doing a foundation video. Today I am going to be testing out, wearing throughout the day, and giving my overall thoughts on the new About Face The Performer foundation. So if that is of interest to you, then would love for you to keep on watching. If you're not already, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. I post a lot of other makeup content that doesn't make it over to my YouTube on Instagram. We'll have it listed up here. And most of all, go ahead and keep on watching. So the About Face Performer Skin Focus Foundation is, let me look, $22. It's available on the About Face website as well as Ulta. I got mine on the About Face website on launch day, but I almost said flavors. All shades are now available at Ulta. I've randomly been to a ton of different Ultas in the past couple of weeks because I was traveling, and I mean, obviously, when I'm in a city, I have to go to the local tourist attraction and historical site, aka Ulta. And at every Ulta I went to, small, large, the foundations were in stock. So that's great because then you can go in and shade match. So the foundation retails for $22. It comes in 45 shades. And something that I know a lot of people were really excited about are the undertones. It comes in a bunch of different undertones, including olive. So my olive skin tone friends on social media, I know were very excited about that. I was excited because they seem to have some true neutral shades. I picked up shade L1 Neutral. Looking at it, I'm worried it's going to be a little bit dark because I am in my palest of pale phase right now because I live in Seattle and I haven't seen the sunlight in what feels like years. So this may end up being a little bit dark for me, but if it is, we will make it work. Now, before I apply it, I do want to read some of the claims so we know what we're working with here. So the claims are that it is a coverage meets skincare, and this skin optimizing foundation formulated with powerful ingredients like blue agave, wintergreen, chlorella, not cholera, chlorella, known to help skin feel moisturized, balanced, and smooth. And it is a medium coverage that is supposed to be buildable and breathable. So those are the claims. I mean, as someone who has dry skin, this sounds like something that should be a dream, but we will see if it actually lives up to the performance claims. Let's go ahead and get it out of the packaging. Thought I broke off a nail. Okay, first off, the packaging. I'm obsessed. I am obsessed with this packaging. I love that it's different. I also love that the applicator is one of those doe foot applicators, similar to what we have with the Charlotte Tilbury, where did I put it? You know, the glow, the Charlotte Tilbury glow thing, and then the e.l.f. glow thing. I know it's not the most sanitary, but I mean, I don't really care, to be honest. I love a giant doe foot applicator. Oh, so excited about that. Now let's do an initial swatch. Okay, it's a little dark, but it's not terrible. It's not terrible. I feel like if I'd gone paler, it would be too pale for me in a month, but yeah, first impression right there, I'm not mad at it. But of course, let's actually apply it all over the face. I'm going to do one half of my face brush application and the other half with a sponge so I can let you know the preferred method for application. Let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm going to do one half. Okay, my mirror just broke. Okay, that's fun. My beloved Rare Beauty mirror. Randomly, out of nowhere, just broke, but that's okay. We're crafty. We have glue. We can fix this later. Let me try to just force it back in for now. There we go. Okay. I'm so excited to be back on YouTube right now. I have so much makeup to review. My thing is I hate editing videos. I'm still so bad at it and that it takes me so long, but I'm really gonna push myself this next week to crank out the videos because I have a backlog of new makeup to talk about. Okay, we have dabbed it on the face. It is looking a little dark, but we will blend it out. I'm going to go in with this oldie but goodie, the Real Techniques buffing brush. Whoa. Okay, first impression, this is blending out beautifully. Absolutely beautifully. Whoa. Normally I can tell like right after a blend how a foundation is going to wear on me. I'll start to notice it like already catching in certain spots, especially around the nose area. I'm not noticing that, and this shade match is actually really good. Wow, it also blended so well with a brush. A lot of foundations are so streaky for me, even with like a really good foundation brush. Okay, this is very light coverage of what I applied. So like this is light coverage with the brush application. I'm going to go in and build up the coverage because it claims that it is a buildable coverage. So we want to test those claims. Okay, one thing I will say is, oh shoot, darn it, I knew that was going to happen. I just got foundation on my beloved Old Navy leggings. One thing I am noticing is like the stopper that scrapes the product off the wand, it like is kind of hard to get the product out. And so that's when product will go flying and stain your Old Navy leggings. Let's keep building it up. My first impression is that this is applying like very similarly. Maybe I'm just thinking that because of the applicator, but the way it blended out is reminding me a lot of the Charlotte Tilbury, I'm forgetting the name. You guys know what I'm talking about. The like glow product that the e.l.f. has perfectly duped. Okay, yeah, this is a little dark, but it's fine. As long as I carry it down the neck. Now I am curious. I feel like when I go to Ulta next, I am going to swatch one shade lighter in neutral just to see if maybe that'll be more of my dead of winter color. But I'm also ready to start like fake tanning again, which would make this more of my color anyways. Whoa. I am, again, early first impression. Wow. That blended out beautifully. Holy moly. I was about to curse. Holy moly. Whoa. Okay. But again, what matters is how it wears throughout the day, so I shouldn't get too excited. I'm going to now dampen a beauty sponge. I've been loving the Sonia Kashuk sponges from Target. Side note, I'm so sad that the Sonia Kashuk makeup line went bye-bye because they had so many good Nars dupes. But anyways, their sponges are the softest things ever. I'm gonna go dampen the sponge, come back, and then we will apply with the sponge to the right side of my face. We have dampened our sponge, and now let's go in on the right side of the face. Oh, blending out just beautifully with the sponge. I ended up applying more on this initial application on the right side just because of my experience with the left, knowing it is definitely a buildable coverage. Okay, this is where I would probably stop as far as coverage goes. I will say, I don't quite know if I agree with it being a medium coverage. I would say this is still pretty light coverage. You know what? For the sake of science, I'm going to apply a little bit more on both sides and blend out each side with the different method to see if we can get it to that medium coverage that they're claiming. Because right now, this is definitely light coverage, in my opinion, which personally, that's my strong preference, so it doesn't bother me. I just don't know if those claims are totally accurate. Going in with the brush on this side. I'm starting to notice now that I'm building it up more, a tiny bit of streaking on the left side. So I will need to go in with my sponge afterwards on the left side to kind of pat some of that out. But for those initial 2 applications of the lighter coverage, there was no streaking. Yeah, there's just like a tiny bit of streaking. Like really nothing that bad. Like I could leave it here, but I did just want to mention that. Now going in with the dampened beauty blender on this side. Wow, this is so gorgeous and skin-like. You know what? I'm not really noticing a huge difference in the application. I am going to go in on this side though and now just pat it out. But I would say either application process works beautifully, which really is rare for me. I just find typically that I always have to go with a sponge. But in this case, the brush worked great. Initially really shook at this performance of the foundation. Wow. That is so pretty. Now I'm going to apply the rest of my makeup and let's see how products wear over this foundation. Okay, doing a post powder check-in. Oh, still looking beautiful. Sometimes I find that when I apply powder, my foundation will like really catch the powder and it'll start to build up and give my skin weird texture, but that worked beautifully. Looking absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to apply the rest of my makeup partially. I'm going to do like the rest of my complexion and then brows and then come back and give you my thoughts for how everything else applied over the foundation. I've applied the rest of my complexion products and everything wore beautifully, or rather applied beautifully over the foundation. Wanted to quickly mention like what else I have on my face because there's just been so many products that I've been loving lately. This one I use all the time. You may notice in my links when I talk about like what I'm wearing or where I link what I'm wearing, I'm always wearing this. I'm holding on to this for dear life because Milk Makeup like relaunched their bronzer sticks and they are now miniature and they are the same price. So I'm holding on to this one for dear life, even though it's really old. I don't care. This is the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer in the shade Baked. And then I ended up picking up the new shades of the Nars liquid blushes. I absolutely love this formula. And this is the shade Aragon. Let me show you really quickly. It's a beautiful, do a little swatcheroo, beautiful rust color, and it blends out like a dream. And then for highlighter, I'm wearing actually a champagne shade from this Florist palette. Florist was kind enough to send this to me. This is their Into the Wild palette from their Nomadic Glam collection. And I am wearing this as a highlighter. Let me actually do a quick little swatch. Beautiful. For my brows, I am wearing the Benefit little like brow wiz thing. But as always, everything I'm using will be linked down below, and those links are affiliate links. It's an amazing way to support my channel. Anyways, the next time you will see me I'm actually going to do like a very close up video of what the application looks like right now on my iPhone. And then I will be doing check-ins throughout the day and then come back and give you my overall thoughts on the foundation. So we'll catch you in a little bit. We are here right after application and it's looking beautiful. My skin looks like skin, right? Like I don't use filters on my channel. I have wrinkles. I'm 33. My skin isn't perfect. But what this is doing, in my opinion, on initial application is it's giving me coverage that's really comfortable without being cakey, which is what I'm looking for in a foundation. But we will see how it holds up throughout the rest of the day. So you will see me soon for another check-in. We are at around the 2.5 hour mark My skin might look a little red because I've been applying eyelid swatches and been scrubbing my eyelids. So I did have to reapply my concealer, but I haven't retouched the foundation at all. It's looking really good. At this point, this is when typically I start to struggle with complexion products, but this one's looking good. My skin looks like skin. Again, there is this dry patch down here, but I don't really know. I don't think any other foundation would be able to handle this much better. So I don't think that's like an indictment on the foundation. Everywhere else is looking good. I mean, the nose, it's breaking down a little bit in the crease here, but nothing terrible. And it's just sitting really beautifully on my skin. So still very happy about that. We are at like the 5-hour mark and I wanted to give an update. The complexion's looking pretty nice. There is some product breakdown on my chin, but again, my chin is really dry right now. So I'm not gonna hold it against the foundation because everywhere else, it looks really, really nice. Like really, really pretty. The chin, again, looking a little problematic, but not the end of the world, in my opinion. I am here for the final About Face foundation check-in. It is almost 9:30 p.m., so this foundation has been on at this point for 9 hours. And overall, it held up really well. As you saw from my different check-ins, the only problem area was around my chin for the most part, where I have some dry patches right now. Nothing too terrible, but that is the only spot where the foundation did start to break up, and then a little bit around the mouth area. Those are the main areas where I struggle with foundations, but compared to a typical foundation, I would say this one is excellent. For me, it's like an 8 out of 10, not a 10 out of 10 because it did have that breakdown around the mouth and the chin. For me, a 10 out of 10 is Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Tint, It Cosmetics CC Cream, and then the Fenty Foundation Stick. Those are just some of my 10 out of 10s just to give you like a barometer. But this one was really excellent and the price point is incredible. $20 price point, and also that applicator makes it so easy to apply and reapply if you need to throughout the day and really build it up. I hope this video was helpful. If you do decide to pick up the foundation, would love if you consider shopping my affiliate links down below. I will have the Ulta link and then the About Face link. And if you are not already, subscribe to my channel. And if you do not already follow me on Instagram, would love for you to subscribe and follow. And I hope to see you in my next video.